No, you're recording.
Okay.
Okay? I think we're good on everywhere.
You're louder than me in my ears.
I am naturally louder, but...
I'm just saying that could sound weird.
Okay, let me turn me down. How does that sound?
Say something again.
Oh, also, your headphones are a little quieter. So how does that sound?
No, I just meant that, like, in my headphones, though, you sounded louder than me. So even if they were quiet, we would be at the same. But that sounds better.
Sounds better?
Yeah, after you turned yourself down.
Okay. Those two are going at it. Okay. So again, I think we're good on everything. Oh man, I
don't know what to do with my arm.
I really hate the sound of all of that stuff.
Then go get the stands. I don't know.
No, I don't. It's not that deep.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ready to lead in?
No, you're the host.
3, 2, 1. And
Did you make that sound?
no, that's stock. That comes up.
Okay.
So
That makes me feel a little better about it.
I mean, I wish I was that talented to have made that.
I don't know, with your audio guy expertise.
That would be production. I don't do that.
Oh, I don't know.
That'd be like making music. That's like Tony Miguel. That's what Tony Miguel does. Anyways, welcome, cameras. This would be a pilot, I guess. This would be our pilot for the podcast that we've been talking about.
A pod pilot, if you will.
A pod pilot. A pod piper. A pot pie.
Peter Piper, Peter Pilot, pilot's a pod.
Peter Piper had a pod for a pilot, or had a pilot for a pod, whatever. Fuck it.
Piloted a pod.
Piloted a pod. There we go. So, do you want to explain what the premise of the pod is? And you have to use mostly peas.
Oh no, I can't use all the peas. I'll get overwhelmed.
Did you just hang up that painting?
I hung it up like 3 days ago.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give that to somebody.
Yeah, it's just command strips. If anybody wants a painting of a extra medium purple naked woman, let me know. And you can have it.
There we go.
But the premise of the pod,
Please.
those are all the...
Please.
I'm peed out. No more peas.
That's what happens when
Empty
I spend
bladder.
too long in the bathroom.
Essentially, it's like an advice pod.
No, it's not. It's not an advice pod.
But you didn't let me finish my sentence.
Okay, sorry.
But venting, and we just go with your problems. We don't actually give very much advice.
Yeah, we kind of just hear it out.
Hear it out, talk it out.
Sort of make fun of it. I mean, I would make fun of it.
No, I would be empathetic.
I mean, that's why we would do this.
So you're going to make fun
of
the problems, and I'm going to give advice for the problem.
Even though it's not an advice pod.
It's like a...
But I'm not an advice podcaster. Is
that from something?
Yeah, that's a deep cut. That's a deep YouTube cut.
A deep cut to what?
Shout out to Super Hot Fire. That's a rapper.
Okay.
Actually, he's not a rapper.
Like Childish Gambino?
No, he is a rapper.
Yeah, but he has the thing, I am not a rapper.
Yeah, I think that's a reference to Super Hot Fire. Anyways, I'll have to show you that video another time. But anyways, so the premise of the pod is people...
How many P's can you get?
Post problems in their lives. And they send them to us, and we keep it anonymous. Keep in mind, this has not happened.
Well, people do come to me. This is where I feel like the context of where the idea was birthed like matters on people understanding the premise, right? So that I'm gonna weave in all the P's I can.
Note to the editor, which will be me later. Count how many P's we say
and have a tally.
And just have a tally. I'm not gonna do that.
That feels very Matt Pat-esque.
Oh my god.
Anyways, so the premise, I think I had like 4 friends come to me for advice in like an hour, and you were like,
well, I've been tooling around with the idea for us to do a podcast for a long time. What? Because, I mean, we did that episode of Should We Do a Podcast?
Oh, like my junior year of college or something.
Yeah, so like 2-3 years ago? Or like 2 years ago?
Yeah, maybe like 2 years ago. And I was like, giving all of this advice, and then I was like venting to you about other people's problems, and you were like, damn, you're just like airing out your friend's dirty laundry essentially.
Oh yeah.
Love all my friends. Yeah, that was the
birth of Delicate Laundry.
Exactly.
I thought that one was a relationship.
Yeah, which
that one was an advice pod. This is not what this is.
But I think the context matters. Like where it came from is how people understand. That's how I understand things.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I was going with that. That it was like it came from me airing out my friend's laundry and venting to you about their problems and like running ideas past you. And then he was like, wow, everybody comes to you with problems. We could make a podcast out of that, like an anonymous relationship. That's exactly what it was like. It was like this anonymous relationship podcast. So we've kind of scrapped the relationship and kind of scrapped the advice for the most part.
Well, I think because I've come to realize that, one, nobody takes my advice. Nobody listens to me. And two, I'm not qualified to take advice. I'm not qualified to give advice.
People listen to my advice.
Exactly. But that's why
I am low-key qualified.
Yeah, you're low-key qualified, and the only thing I'm qualified to do is all of this. We have 1, 2, 3 cameras. We have a pod deck, a pod track P4, 2 microphones. Like, this is legit. This is a legit setup.
This is a legit setup, man.
It is. The only thing is that these 2 cameras are kind of bitchy, but whatever.
I love good Osmo. Don't talk about them that way.
Oh man. So I mean that's kind of what this is. This is episode 0 for. If this was a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, this would be session 0, where you set the expectations.
We're setting the scene.
Yes, we're setting the scene for what this could be if we ever get our shit together. Because that's the other thing. We were supposed to take all of August and do this. Like a couple episodes a week. Because you were free August and I wound up
semi-free.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was your summer, even though you were working, and it wasn't a break.
No.
You just didn't have classes.
I did have a class. I had 2 classes.
Okay, so there you go. It was. I don't even know why it wouldn't even be considered summer. But
I had a week of summer. It was great.
We not decided. I needed a break, and I was working. I worked a lot.
You worked a lot.
Yeah. So August was not the move.
I read a lot.
Yeah. So that might be it. This is a
Peter Pilot.
This is a Peter Pilot. Anything else you want to say?
So, okay, just to review. So, was that necessary?
No, but this thing is cool. And you know, before you go,
before I go, I live here.
Before you go with what you were saying, there's these 4 pads, and you could just put in whatever. So we could just.
Oh, hello. We have a kitty on set.
Hello. Okay.
Oh, I wanted to see if he had any words.
No, he's a man of few words.
He meows a lot. So just to review, what exactly is our goal with people's problems then, if not advice?
Nothing. What's the goal of anybody who's doing a podcast? It's just because you
information.
No, you feel like you're important. Oh yeah, I forgot. We listen to
very different podcasts. I listen to the news and politics and public health history.
Yeah, never mind.
So
your podcasts are informational, giving people bettering people's lives, and my podcasts are shit posts for 2.5 hours that are just meant to fill your day.
Yeah, so that's
so this would be someplace in the middle.
So going back to the P's, I'm just wondering what the purpose in your mind is. Because the purpose, I have a purpose in my mind, but I'm wondering what the purpose in your mind is.
I just want to do a podcast. I love doing
podcasts. So you just want to hear yourself talk?
Oh yeah. I'm very firmly one of those people who just, I think having the microphone in my hand is just such a phallic symbol of strength.
Okay.
But no, I
You a
just
penis lover?
that's not a P word we're dropping. It's not that kind of show.
You said phallic.
Yeah, but I would assume 80% of the people watching this don't know what phallic means.
Okay, well, I just told them.
Anyways,
If you don't know what phallic means, it means penis.
what's the vagina one? Like
What do you mean?
like phallic means penis.
Penis-like.
What means vagina?
I just say Georgia O'Keeffe. I don't know. Like if something is like
Keefy.
kind of referencing
It's
a vagina,
Keefy.
I'm like Georgia O'Keeffe.
It's keefy.
It's Keefy.
Okay, so
I don't know what the actual word is though.
I don't know. That's
Is there one? Women always get shorts.
there should be. I mean, there probably is. But anyways, so the purpose for me is just to hear myself talk. What?
Just to
Yeah, just to chit chat.
chit chat.
But
Like an
also-
old woman on the phone.
Exactly. I guess that's my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like I said, this podcasting thing I've had since October. This is the first time I've used it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Kitty, meow meow.
And I just I don't know. I like podcasting. Honestly, like some of the best times I had like making videos was doing the Should We Do a Podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Like doing the one
Rebecca.
I started a lifelong relationship.
I know that's
from
why
the podcast.
that's why I had to bring it up.
But like doing devs in the middle of campus marshes, that was super cool. I think
Sorry if you hear background noise. Our children are fighting.
they're not our children, they're cats.
They're our fur babies. You call yourself a cat dad. I don't want to hear it.
I did it when we got pants like a year and a half ago
Mm-hmm.
as a joke for a meme.
He means that.
I mean, I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought I would. Anyways, but I like to do podcasts because it's super easy. Like this setup, as complicated as it is, fits in my backpack and like can be done anywhere. Like we're not tied to anything. So like
I meant this podcast though. But if your purpose is
that
just
is how
two podcasts,
Oh yeah, 2 podcasts. I don't give a fuck what we're talking about.
that's fine. That's fine.
This, I just think. Okay, so I guess my purpose of this podcast, I don't know. There's a million advice podcasts. I don't think I've heard one air out your problems podcast. Like, hey, we're not going to give you anything.
People just want to vent. They
Yeah,
just want to be heard.
Yeah, people just want to vent.
That's what I was thinking of
Yeah.
the purpose. It's
Yeah.
like people want to vent.
Yeah, and that's, I mean,
Sometimes
there's something valuable to that.
I think it's helpful to know what people think about your problem, even if they aren't giving advice.
Wait, say that again?
Like we would just be talking about somebody else's problem, but like getting those perspectives of like people outside of your own little mind, you know, that can help inform your own advice, because people don't fucking listen to advice.
Yeah.
People need to make their own decisions. But having all the facts, see, that's where my little sciencey brain comes in. I feel like something like this, you know, we talk about a problem, we vent it out, we air it out, we air out that dirty laundry, and then people can listen to it, and then they can say, okay, they didn't give me advice, but I learned something from them talking it out.
I also think
That's my purpose.
to that point, obviously Jake and Amir's podcast, theirs is an advice show, and they make fun of the people for like a solid like 2/3 of the time they talk about a problem, and listening to that is almost more helpful than the actual advice, because you hear how stupid the problem is, like when you zoom out, and especially being non-attached to it. Like these 2 guys on the internet talking about whatever you have going through, you can be like, oh wow, you know, maybe it really is like that. The answer is so stupid, it's just right in front of me. So I don't know. Could be a little of this, a little of that. Who knows? Oh, he has nothing valuable to say. But anyways, I think we've gone for long enough. Do you have anything that you want to end on?
No. I was going to try to think of something sharp to say with a P word, but I'm blanking. It's been a long class day for me, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in
And-
my work clothes if you're watching. Yeah, I have nothing sharp to say.
Okay. I've been sitting here trying to think, but I have nothing either. So I guess this.
Do we have a name?
No, we don't. This is episode 0. Like
I know. So
this is. We're recording this to get ourselves in the headspace to do it, but we have no plans to actually do it.
Yeah, I don't know how this works. So I just need you to guide me. You need to be my podcast spirit guide.
No, I can't even.
Stop.
I think that's just the move. If there's any low, we just.
I think we need like a laughing one, like how the 80s sitcoms will be like, ha 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 ha.
Probably good for this one.
Yeah, I feel like I don't care about that one. We need
feel
like a
that's like a
full
good-
house. No,
That one's got to stay.
that one's got to stay. But I want the laughter.
Oh, a laugh track.
I want a
Old
laugh
school
track. Yeah, like an 80s sitcom. I'm thinking of when Full House does it.
Fair.
I love Full House.
Well, okay. I think this is probably as good a place as any to end. Episode 0. This is the pilot.
If you have problems,
Oh, yeah. If you have problems,
text me.
or DM me, or
Email me.
yeah, don't email me. My email is.
I check my email more than my texts.
My email is strictly for business, and I don't even say that as a joke. That is only.
You have like 4,000 unread emails.
Yeah, so I don't need any more going to it. I mean, eventually, if this becomes a thing, then we could make a separate email or whatever. But that's. We got to post an episode first before we even think of.
Jeez.
Past that.
Yeah, for now, just shoot me a little
Yeah.
texty poo.
So if you have any problems, send her a text. Send me a DM. We'll keep it anonymous. We'll air out your problems. You can hear it. You can vent.
We'll have some venting, some validation.
We'll change any names. So if you want to bitch about.
We'll change identify. I have completed the human subject research. I know how to de-identify stuff.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
If Kieran watches this, he'll know what it means.
Kieran will watch this.
Kieran will
No,
watch
Kieran
this.
will watch this. I take that back. Kieran. If you're watching this, Kieran's very supportive.
Kieran knows what I mean. Just TLDR, in research, if you're working with human subjects and stuff, you have to like de-identify them.
Perfect. There we go. She's got it.
Just to remain anonymous. I will de-identify you.
I have plenty of fake names. Go. Give me a person. Give me a male or female.
What?
Give me a male or female. I'll give you a fake name.
19-year-old male.
Tim.
You were not sharp
Go,
on
give
that.
me another one.
22-year-old female.
Lindsay.
Okay, that was better.
There we go. Lindsay, Tim. If you're out there, those are my only 2 names. So we're going to go with one of those.
Okay, no. We're going to come up with better names.
All right. I guess we got to sign off. And
What's our sign off?
that's it, folks.
Bye. Love you.